I'm coming to kill people. The Lord is a man of war, and the Lord of hosts is his name. Yahushua. The Mashiach Yahushua is his name. And he's coming to kill people. And Israel is first. You got to start the house first. This thing is more serious than you think. That's why the only way Israel wake up, you need war and bloodshed and destruction. You'll wake up then. That's what they need. Take away the welfare. You'll wake up then. Take away food stamps. The nigga will really wake up then. Because you can't buy no chicken. Without chicken, the black man gonna die. Sir. That's right. They're gonna plan on doing it too. They're gonna take away the food stamps. They know it's coming. They know a riot is coming in, take away the food. That's all they gotta do. They already experimented with it. They did it in Georgia a few years ago. They did it a little bit to see what would happen. Niggas were going crazy. And they were, weren't they? They were going crazy. Sometimes they experiment to see what would happen. That's the Illuminati, so they plan on doing that. All right? So that's why we got to wake up. Now, what food do we have? So that's why we got to come together. We get our own food. You got brothers sitting on farms, sitting on land. Understand? We can do that ourselves. We don't need the white man. We got enough intelligence.
That's right.
Brothers with wisdom and knowledge. That's what the brother was saying. Kahan, Nathaniel, they were saying that. What do we need? We need brothers who know how to do what? Different things. Different methods of doing things. Circumcision. Marriage. Brothers who have experience in electrical work. In building, masonry, and so forth. That's what we need as a people. That's why, brother man, why you go to Demona? Well, Demona has all that. See? Demona has a community. And the Most High was with them. Yeah, they're not Yahushua yet. But that's our job, to bring Yahushua to them. That's right. And they said they're ready to talk. That's what they told us. That's the gospel. They're ready to talk. See, that's the gift we're going to bring to them. The Mashiach Yahushua. The gift that they can bring to us, they got a community on it. It is real. All right? Already there. So that's why you come together with other communities of Israelites and brothers that know the Israel. Okay, get Deuteronomy 21. So Deuteronomy 21 and 10. So we can continue. In Hamashiach Yahushua, go ahead out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 10. When thou goest forth to war against thy enemies, and the Lord thy power hath delivered them into thy hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife. Verse 12. Then thou shalt bring her home to thy house.
Yeah, see? When we go to war. So back in ancient Israel, when the army that was set up in ancient Israel went out to war, and then when the Most High gave us the spirit to win that fight, you may see amongst the enemy a woman. All right? She's of another nation now. She's not of our nation. Right? Now you may desire her for her to be your wife. So you would take her as your wife, but there's certain things you have to do. This is what the Most High is saying. Yeah, that's the spoils of war. I know the black woman don't want to hear that. Woman of another nation come to my house. Well, that's part of the culture of Israel. See, we're reading the law, statutes, and commandments, and some of the history. That's what Israel did. Now, we're not saying for you brothers to go do that now. It doesn't look like you bringing some Hamite to the house. Hamite woman. My brother. You know what I'm saying? Of course the black woman ain't going to accept that now. But yeah, but it's going to happen when we get in our kingdom. Yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah, probably, look, sisters got rid of this. Brothers are going to have concubines. Okay? That's coming back. Weren't you a concubine in the white man's world? When we were slaves, yes, you were. Read the history. You were a concubine. They had you every day. They had you sideways, backwards, every kind of way you wanted. Sometimes she gave it up. So yes, we're going to have concubine. That's coming back. So I don't know what's wrong with our people there. That was back then. What do you mean it was back then? Because the Most High is the same today, yesterday, and forever. That's right. What are they talking about? Go ahead, up.
And she shall shave her head.
Yeah, she's going to shave her head. So this was the process of what you were supposed to do when you see a woman of another nation and you take her to be your wife. All right? You shave her head.
And par her nails.
You par her nails. Par her nails. Okay, we looked it up. All right? I know you got all these different definitions of par, but that means to cut her nails off. All right? You're cutting the nails off. What does it look like? I gotta take this woman. If I'm gonna shave her hair off, paring her nails must be what? To cut them off. Because the beauty of a woman is to what? Let her nails grow. And paint them and so forth. So you par them, you cut them. And then we look up par, it says par, to trim something by cutting away its outer edges, cut off, trim off, peel off, strip off, reduce something in size, slim down. So it means to cut them off. Because the beauty of a woman is to have her hair long, right? And to have her nails long, right? And to have her beautiful garments on. So you see a woman of another nation, right? And the army, the Most High made it, we won that war, so you would take her as spoils of war to take the woman. This is what you would do, shave her head off. And for a whole month, it's going to tell you that, for a whole month, she would bewail her nation and the fact that she's not with her nation no more. She's coming into another nation, the Hebrew nation, Hebrew culture. Okay, go ahead, Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to add something else to that. The reason that they par their nails and shave their hair, because their hair and the nails hold contaminants.
Right.
And you can't wash it. You got to cut it off. All right. So you got to cut off the contaminants from her culture and the things that she ingested and things that when she was with her people. And then now she has to regrow her hair, regrow her nails within, now with a Hebrew diet, a Hebrew environment. Okay, so that's why she had to do it.
Right, Khan. And so I'm glad he said that, right? Here's what it says. Taking a captive wife, she shall shave her head and par her nails and put off the garments worn when taken captive. All right? Were signs of purification, of separation, right, from her former heathenism. All right? Preparing her to be received amongst the Hebrews, right? Because she's going to learn the Hebrew custom now. Par her nails, literally prepare her nails by cutting them down to proper size. So that's what paring represents. But it was also purifying her, right, from her former self, her former heathenism, their Gentile customs, bring her into being a Hebrew custom. Go ahead, Up.
Verse 13. And she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her.
See, the raiment, her clothes, her Gentile clothing off of her. Go on.
And she shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month.
Okay, so a full month. Separation to purify herself, a full month. So a full month, you're not doing anything with her yet. You're separating her, and she's away from you a full month. By that time, her hair probably would have grew back. Her nails would have grown back. You understand? But now you're going to teach her, just like you would do your wife. You're going to teach her the Hebrew laws and customs. Come? Go ahead.
And after that, thou shalt go in unto her.
Yes, and then you're going unto her, right? Don't be hasty and going unto her right then and there on the battlefield, behind a tree, or whatever. Brothers got to learn how to wait. Go on, Doc.
And be her husband.
And be her husband, right after that month. Go on.
And she shall be thy wife.
And then she becomes your wife. Now this could be a woman of another nation. Could be Arab, could be a Hamite, could be, understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and you see the stage here of when you take her, like the brother said, don't go and just see her and take her on the field. It says give her some time to get over that anger, because you might jump in there and she might pull out a knife
you never know.
you. But she's angry. You know, killed her father, brother in front of her, probably last husband. So after that month, you know, it says go in unto her, meaning court her, talk to her. Then it says be your husband, meaning go through the wedding and the ceremony, as the law says. Then it says, and she shall be thy wife. That's the sex part.
That's the sex part.
I mean, that's it. That's how you do it. That way, we do it anyway. This is to let you know this is what's to be done. You do it anyway. You court her, rap to her, then you endow her to be your wife. Then the wedding comes. You meet the family, see the father. Then go in, and then it says she be thy wife. Wife it. You see, that's the order right there.
That's the order. Right. Okay, very good. Okay. Where you at now? Okay, go ahead.
And it shall be, if thou have no delight in her, then thou shalt let her go whither she will.
If you have no delight in her. Most High saying in this particular law, you let her go as she will. She's a Gentile, right? She's another nation. But all of a sudden you didn't went through that whole process, and now all of a sudden you have no delight in her. So what the hell is wrong? What the hell is wrong with the brother? So why take her and go through all that? Understand? So the Most High is saying here now you got to let her go. This is not like your regular wife now. Understand? You're not just going to let your regular wife go, the wife of your nation. But this Gentile wife of another nation, Most High said, if you see no delight in her, then you let her go. Go on.
But thou shalt not sell her at all for money.
Yeah, see, don't sell her at all for money. Go on.
Thou shalt not make merchandise of her.
Don't even make a merchandise of her. Go on.
Because thou hast humbled her.
Because you've already humbled her. So yeah, you slept with her. That's what humble means. You slept with her. So the Most High said, no, you can't make no merchandise of her. Let her go as she will. All right, and wherever she want to go. Okay, Khan? Go ahead.
Verse 15. If a man have two wives.
Oh no, here we go. If a man have two wives, can a man have two wives? Khan. Well, I know sisters don't want to hear that, but a man can have two wives according to Hebrew law, right? Culture. Khan. This is our culture. I don't care what the other nations say. I don't care what the white man say. See? I don't care. What does the Most High say? If a man have two wives, that's just what? That a man can have two wives. Understand? Does that mean you go out and try to get two wives now? No, it don't mean that, brother. And young men, don't go out there trying to get up 2 wives, 3 wives, 5 wives, whatever. Because some of you can't take care of yourself. You can't even feed your dog. Your dog is hungry. He's barking and stuff. I'm hungry. You can't even feed him. How you going to feed 2 wives? Understand? It has to be in its proper time and place. Do you understand? You can't afford it. So if a man has 2 wives, what does it stand? And yeah, brother, I mean, it's true. You got to be able to take care of 2 wives. Can you get Exodus 21:10 right quick? It's Exodus 21:10. Because the Most High is real about that. To be able to take on 2 women or 3 wives or whatever, you got to be able to do what? Take care of them. A woman is your possession. Con? And you got to be able to take care of them. Do you understand? You got to be able to take care of them. And also impart unto them wisdom and knowledge. They get it from you. And a brother don't even have wisdom himself. How you going to give somebody else wisdom? You don't have nothing. Knowledge. Do you understand? So this is what Heavenly Father said. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife.
If you take another wife, I know a lot of brothers are thinking about taking other wives and so forth. This is what the Most High say.
Her food.
Well, a woman got to eat, don't she? You starving your wife. And we've had reports of that. Okay? And a lot of this got to stop. We had reports of this. The way you brothers treat your wives. That's why the martial arts, all this adultery stuff that's going around, that's running rampant, all that's got to stop. All right? All of it's got to. Brothers sleeping with other brothers' wives, this and that, it's all got to stop. Come? It's got to stop. That's why the Most High is saying we have to set up the martial arts of Allah, set up the leadership, set up the council, because it's got to stop, brother. We've had reports, I remember years ago, we had reports brothers would lock up the refrigerator on their wife, put a padlock on it, and the woman's pregnant and everything. We had reports of that. Understand? Her food can't be diminished. Go on? Because you might have one hated and one loved. With the one hated, you still can't. She got to eat, don't she? Go on.
Her food, her raiment,
her clothing. You got to be able to afford to buy her clothes. Can you afford that now? Some brothers had a problem coming to North Carolina on a bus. But I want 2 wives. Nigga, you can't even take the bus over here. Give me a break. That's why the Most High said don't do that now. Take thee one wife. Be content. Like the Most High, I want you to have more than one wife, but you gotta be in its proper time and place. You're in captivity. And then as soon as it happens, you come to one of the schools, House of David. House of David get all these women. They have a problem with their man. I want a counsel. Why, sister? Because my man ain't worked in 22 years. Well, sister, tell that nigga to get a job. How stupid can you be? Most I said food and raiment. You got to get a job to take care of your wife. Sister, what do you want us to do? I'm sorry, you married a nigga that don't work for me. I don't know what to tell her. What got through the brother's mind that they think they don't have to work? We all got to go through this. We all got to go through it, don't we? You don't work, you don't eat.
That's it. That's right.
But I want 3 wives. It doesn't work that way, brother. And sisters, don't just get anybody. Sisters just want somebody, she just get anybody. Did you talk to him? Yeah, brother, okay. I'll be your wife. You got a job? No, sis, I'm trying to get one. Well, if you get a job, come back and talk to me. You gotta stop. Don't come to the house today with that madness.
That's right.
Or the martial arts hour. Go ahead, Doc. Food, raiment,
and her duty of marriage.
And her duty of marriage. So you got to be able to deal with it. Yeah. Spiritually, you got to be able to deal with it. Her duty of marriage got to be consistent. Understand? Go back to her. But so you can't take on these wives, and you can't do that for your second wife or maybe your third wife. That's why we got all these issues. Now, if you hate the woman or whatever, now what are we supposed to do? Because we're not going to say women go out there and get somebody else or whatever. Then that's making her a harlot, and then there you go. But that's why Yahweh Shai said, the Most High said during time when we come out of Egypt in Deuteronomy 24 about the divorce. But you know from the beginning it wasn't meant to be no divorce.
That's right.
But the Most High put that in place because of the hardness of your hearts. No one told you to get a club wife. She's in the club boogie oogie, and you, that's gonna be my wife. You know damn well you ain't gonna be able to deal with that. After a while. And then you gonna have problems. You go to the club Saturday night, Monday, she's your wife. No marriage, no nothing. No wedding, no nothing. That's my wife. You know in about a month the council's coming. I don't believe this. Go ahead,
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15. If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated.
Right. The right of inheritance goes to the wife, son that was hated. See? Understand? Look what happened with Jacob, with Leah and Raquel. Leah was like the hated, right? You read that, right? But what did Most High do? He blessed Leah with what? All those children in the beginning, right? Blessed Leah with Reuben, Simeon. It was Levi. It was Judah. Those, you know, like first four. But you know, right? And Raquel didn't have nobody. Didn't have nobody until she was able to get Joseph and Benjamin. Right? So the Most High blessed the hated first. Understand? So, but still, the right of inheritance goes to the one who is hated, and if she has the firstborn son. See? So all these laws are coming back. You can't, the father can't say, well, you know, since that son's of the hated wife, I'm going to bless my son who's like my third or fourth or fifth son down the line more than the firstborn. No, you can't do that. That's a sin, and you're going off. Understand? So the Most High, that's why the culture of Israel, that's all that's coming back. The law, statutes, and commandments is all coming back the way it's supposed to be done in the scriptures. All right? And so we gotta understand this. This is in the scriptures, so we gotta understand it and follow it. And it will be followed. Go ahead, Op.
Which is indeed the firstborn.
See, indeed the firstborn. Go ahead.
Verse 17. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion.
See, the firstborn gets a double portion, which means not that your other children won't get no portion, but the firstborn gets a little bit more. It's like the double portion. Come? See? Who's the firstborn in the Most High? Now, Mashiach Yahushua. And didn't Yahushua, it was the firstborn from the dead, right? He's the firstborn, first begotten of the Most High, and the first fruit of the Most High. See, the firstborn gets it all. And then who's the first fruit after that? Who's the first fruit after Yahushua? Yahshua. That's us. We're the first fruit of all the nations. We're the first fruit. They tell you that in the scriptures. We are the first fruit of all the nations. So the right of inheritance, and Esau being a dummy, he sold his birthright. So but that's the way the Most High played it out. Understand? Even though Esau was the firstborn, but the Most High played it out that he sold his birthright to Jacob. Was meant to get it anyway through the Spirit, right? And so it belonged to Israel. And this is talking about the kingdom of heaven, right? So the first fruit belonged to Israel. It's going to come to you. So the same thing here. The firstborn gets the double portion. That's why Esau is dealing with you according to history. He's jealous. He knows the first fruit is coming to you. He knows all this. So that's why he's killing you, destroying you, trying to take back the birthright from you. Trying to take your DNA, take your body parts. You know what I'm saying?
To make himself.
He's trying to take your liver, your kidney, trying to take it back. It's not going to work though. It's spiritual. Most High give it to Israel. Most High said he keeps his promises. So he promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that the kingdom is for the people of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is Israel. So we're going to get it. So we got to begin to think on that line. See, nationality, building a nation. Go ahead, up.
by giving him a double portion of all that he has. For he is the beginning of his strength.
He's the beginning of his strength. See? Go on.
The right of the firstborn is his.
The right of the firstborn is his. How about that? Even though the woman was hated. Go on.
Verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son.
Oh, here we go now. Here go the stubborn and rebellious son. Okay. Right. So the stubborn and rebellious son. Right. These are now talking about if you have a son and he's rebellious and he's not really adhering to what his parents are saying. He just doesn't want to get up. He's lazy. He's shiftless. Don't want to do a damn thing. What did the Lord say do with that son? Go on.
Which will not obey the voice of his father.
Right. How many of you got a son like that? Huh? Sisters, how many of you got a son like that? Right. A lot of us, right? Israel as a whole was like that to the Most High. Right. How about that? See? I'm going.
Which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother.
Yeah, the mother and the father, the parents. They're trying to get this boy, why are you so damn shiftless? Get a bed! Get a job! Work! Go do something! See? So how can somebody say, I'm just sitting back waiting for Yahweh shot? You got to do something, man. And everybody here is capable of doing something. All right? Because everybody has talents, spiritual gifts the Most High gave. You're capable of doing something for the Masharah Sha'ala and bringing this nation forward. Everybody. Come, go ahead.
And that, when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
Say, even when they chasten him, he still won't listen. Even when they chasten him, he still won't listen. That's a rebellious son. And we got a lot of rebellious Negroes in here. And in Israel. Even after the chastening. So what's the Most High going to do with them? He's going to tell you.
Then shall his father and his mother.
And this is after repeated times. This ain't talking about like 1 or 2 times you try to do something. All right? This is after repeated times. Go on.
Lay hold on him.
Yeah. Get him. Lay hold on him.
And bring him out unto the elders of his city.
See, that's why you got to set up elders and priests and judges and officers. Bring them out to the elders of the city. Right, go ahead.
And unto the gate of his place.
And unto the gate of his place. Because at the gate, that's where more than likely the officers and judges sat. The magistrates and so forth. They sat there judging the people. Okay, so the mother and father would bring their son. Come on, boy. Come here. We're going to the judges. Because you're a shiftless, lazy, you don't want to do nothing. Go on.
Verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son. He is stubborn and rebellious.
He's stubborn and rebellious.
He will not obey our voice.
He will not obey our voice, means not obeying the parents. All right? Parents are trying to get him to get up and do something and work around the house, work in the field or whatever. And he don't want to do that. But the rest of the children are. How about that? The rest of their children are, but this particular one is not doing nothing. Go on.
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
Yeah, just want to eat all damn day. Shalom, Yahweh Ba, Shem Yahweh Shad, Rakatha. Where's the food at? That's what they do, don't they? You ain't seen them in months. But they come around and eat, don't they? Understand? That's why Yahweh Shad said, you didn't come around for the word, you came around for the food. You know, that's the type of son this is.
And all the men of his city shall stone him.
What? Do what?
Shall stone him.
What?
Shall stone him.
Kill him! That's what that means. Take him out. Meaning, tell me, the father and the mother want to take out their own son? Yes. The father may pick up the biggest stone and hurl at him. Understand? So the Most High is a killer. You don't know the Most High, right? We still have yet to really recognize who the Most High is in Yahweh Shai. The Most High will kill you. Right? So we keep playing with the Most High, keep playing games. and not trying to keep his commandments, laws, and statutes, the Most High will kill you. And the Most High, let's think, the Most High hates a son like that. See? So why would you want a brother who was in the camp at one time, now he left the camp, 3 months later come back in the camp, then he leaves the camp. You can't depend on him. Nowhere to be found. When the high holy day comes to the feast day, he's ready to eat. He's there, shows up. Then he's gone for another month or two. Would Yahushua want somebody like that? You don't want nobody, because so why would the Most High want that? Better off what? He's better off dead. Right? Dead. Come on. Stone him to death. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen in these last days. A lot of brothers are going to get stoned to death.
Right.
Go ahead, Al.
All the men of his city shall stone him with stones.
How many men?
All the men.
You know, Israel likes to hurl and stone, don't they? All the men. That's a terrible death because you don't die right away.
That's right.
All right? You don't die right away. See? So the Most High chose the worst death you could get. Because that's what a lot of them deserve. Who are you to judge? Well, the Most High just said it. Go ahead.
That he died.
That he died. Go on.
So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
So evil got to be put away from amongst us. So why don't we start doing the right thing so we can put evil away from amongst us? How about that? Huh? So that's what all this is about, trying to do what is right in the eyes of the Most High Yahushua. When you have the capability, we have it. We have the book. We have the blueprint. We have everything right here. We have the technology, right? It's right here. We have it. So what are we waiting on? Like the brother was saying, brothers want to stay here. Okay? Brothers get their little prosperity, they get a little check, all right, they may win the lottery or something, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, they ain't the same no more. The spirits start to leave them. Then they start saying, why we got to go to Zion? Why we got to... Your rest is not America. It's finished. The economy is falling. They're going to change the currency. They're going to begin to bring the chip. They're going to chip you. I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, don't take that chip. It's coming. It's in the Obamacare law. That's why Donald Trump couldn't do it with the Obamacare law. You know why? Because the Illuminati want that law. Roman Catholic Church wanted it. All right? The European Union want Obamacare. And you haven't seen the last of Obama yet. Obama's traveling all across other countries and everything. While you watching Trump, what do you think Obama's doing? All right? Putting forward